Oh yeah, starting the day at a conference time with some good food. I mean, I know the dish looks a little bit sad, but I won't have like a huge feast while you are watching me here, munching and chewing and having some good breakfast. Raspberries. Here you will have so many things to eat, to have breakfast, healthy stuff. Welcome on day two of Agile and DevOps West of the conference. Remember, yeah, we don't want this on the shot. In the conference, at the beginning, we have tutorial days from Sunday, I think even Saturday, let me quickly check. No, Sunday. From Sunday until Tuesday, we have tutorials. Lots of awesome trainings, awesome speakers, presenters, and tutorials, where you can learn a lot. Yesterday was the first day of an actual conference, and today we are starting the second day and last day, almost, kind of the conference. You'll see why in a moment. So we have another day packed of learning, talks, presentations, even some more trainings. We will get into that in a moment because we have something special from our friends at GitHub. So let's go and see what do we have for today. Now, Thursday, June 8th. As usual, like yesterday, there was a morning yoga happening in the Naples room, in one of the conference rooms. You can go and get some yoga. Isn't that cool? After that, the breakfast started 30 minutes ago, so we were already having some goodies. And with that, we will get to a bonus breakfast session, which is what I was telling you about. There's something special going on right now downstairs, and we're gonna go and take a look on it. But wait, first, this bonus breakfast session is enabling automation org-wide with GitHub Actions, of course, from our friends at GitHub, presented by Tanvi Tyagi. I hope I'm pronouncing well the name. We met her yesterday. Beautiful person, seems awesome at presenting these type of things. We'll try to crash for a little bit, not to interrupt much, so we better hurry because this is from 7:30 to 8:30. Now, we have some networking in the Agile and DevOps Genius Bar. You remember, yesterday we saw some of the pages where you could schedule some time to talk to these experts. We will read a little bit on what's going on there. Here you can come and get your registration. Now, to start the day, we have a keynote as usual, but today that's the keynote. Only one keynote. The very super special, huge, amazing, awesome keynote of the day. The keynote is the truth about Agile. Ooh. The truth. I mean, there are many truths, but the truth. Presented by Melissa Box, who is a professional presenter, consulting, and she's super awesome at Agile, always running around these conferences. Stay tuned, and again, if you haven't, go and subscribe to the conference portal, because the keynotes are for free, being streamed in the live session. So check it out. If you want to watch it, take a look, register. Now, there's going to be some networking after the keynote so that we can talk to each other, have some goodies, and some interactions with the booths, with the sponsors, and everything going on here. After that, oh wow, again, we have some busy schedule. It was 8 tracks at the beginning of the day. The first set of tracks from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. We have first, what does a DevOps manager do? Are there DevOps managers? How is this thing? A manager? What? Presented by Jessica Fritz from Remesh. I'm very curious because DevOps manager, like, I don't like the masters, or I don't know. I gotta learn better about that. Following up, in the next talk, same time, next track, we have Balancing Agile and Cybersecurity Implementation from Terry Music from CGI Federal. Cybersecurity was a topic that yesterday was brought up several times. I'm not sure if we are paying enough attention to cybersecurity, and it's huge, super important. With better, be careful and pay attention to that. The next track has a 360-degree view of agile mindsets, brought by Sean Bradshaw from Synergy Technologies. This is super important. We're getting people a little bit camera shy behind us, but you can see the action happening, and hola! Are you ready for breakfast?
Yes, we are.
Enjoy! This is cool. We have some presenters, and I think I'm gonna give a shout out soon. Stay tuned. Okay, where were we? Oh, yeah, 360-degree view of agile mindsets. It's important because so many people just focus on some elements. Yesterday we were talking about, I have a daily stand-up. I have a Kanban board, and that's it, right? No. Agile is kind of holistic. You have to do several things to truly be agile. It's super important. Next track, best practices CI/CD with microservices, presented by Mostafa Pesh from Royal Cyber. Remember Mostafa? I think it was in Star West that we had an opportunity to interview him, and he was talking a lot about the CI/CD and microservices, which is like the backbone of most of the things that we are doing right now. It's API and microservices, everything. Well, almost everything. So super important. Following up, we have our amigo do Brasil, Julio de Lima, presenting collaborating effectively as a tester to anticipate defects in code review. That's interesting because this sounds a little bit like the shift-left techniques, where anticipate defects as a tester on all the code reviews before it's just happening or finished. You already know, how about there's, I feel like something may go wrong there. It's interesting because as testers, sometimes we have that glimpse into the future. We bring our sort of omens and sight beyond sight. I hope you could still hear that because I put the microphone up. Moving on, we have Alejandra Thomas, our amiga from TestQ. We met her last night. She just flew in to get ready to rock this presentation. Why Kubernetes applications require a new approach to testing using TestQ. So TestQ gives a lot of possibilities, availability, functions, and things that you can do on testing environments. You can play through TestQ with K6, have a lot of awesome things interacting, and what's better, all through Kubernetes and leveraging all this power. It's going to be very interesting. Take a look if K6 office hours, we had Alejandra visiting us. If we are lucky, probably she will be at the couch doing an interview with us later. Let's see. Stay tuned. Moving on. We have Christopher Harrison from GitHub. Yesterday we interviewed him, and he mentioned that he had 2 talks. Today is his second talk, which is AI and the future of coding, because that's going to be very interesting. Letting AI help us on coding was another big topic yesterday on the interviews, where people were super excited that AI is not replacing us. It's coming to help us big time. And we better be enabled, and ready to test with it, to use it, to leverage it, to code with it. All these things that you can do. It's very exciting what Christopher may be presenting. Moving on. Last track of that hour. We're only in the first one. Crazy, right? MLOps, machine learning operations, testing and deploying machine learning models and AI models, presented by Jeffrey Payne from Coveros, the big kahuna of Coverons. And they are integrating this machine learning into operations. It's important. It's going to be super powerful when you implement it right. So it's super interesting. Man, if I was here, like just deciding which talk to go to, I would have a hard time, because there are so much things that are interesting that I feel like, ooh, I don't know much about that. Ooh, I would better get more knowledge on that. So choose wisely, because it's a blast here. So much information. Moving on to the next block. From 11:30 to 12:30, we have on Pompeian 1, the first track, The Power of Personal Engagement, from Evelyn Akun-Ross from CB Academy and Rosemagin Gillen from Visma. who we can see back here, getting ready for their presentation, and they will be giving you a blast about what is the power of personal engagement. Want to give just a quick, what's the power?
The power of personal engagement is about how you can engage and involve people in everything that you do.
That's super important.
Yes.
Quick glimpse, don't want to spoil it, but good luck with the talk.
Thank you very much.
And bon appetit. As you can see, what's an awesome thing that you are sitting here at the breakfast table is that you can here collaborate, crash at the table with the speakers, understand what they are going to be talking about, what's the deal, who they are, how are you, how was the night. So it's a big advantage of being here. I told you, you were going to be part of this talk and stream that we are doing. Moving on to the second track, we have what the Titanic disaster can teach us about software quality. That's super interesting. I wonder what part of the Titanic, you see the iceberg and no one does anything. There's a defect and no one does anything. I don't know, I'm just guessing what is the talk gonna get into. Presented by Shilly Ruger from BetterHelp.com. I think we saw her somewhere around. I think, we'll follow up because that one is really interesting as well. And software quality, super important. I mean, that's kind of the thing that we play around, right? Next track, we have Scaling Agile and DevOps Capabilities by Dr. Tawana Sargent from Agile Private Investments, LLC. So that's another important thing, scaling Agile. It's very good for small teams. We are just like the tooth pizza. How can we move it across the organization with more projects, with more things? It's a challenge, and very few that I know manage to do it well. Next one, oh, this guy. We have another track called Evolving QA for the Age of Agile by some random dude called Leandro Melendez, who probably will tell you these mutant power evolutions that you will have to come up with to cross and fight the villains and the challenges of these modern times, agile times, because it at times feels like superpowers and mutant evolutions that you have to develop. I hope it's going to be fun. So if you want, come by. We're going to be in Pompeian 4. Stay tuned. And I think that may be streamed. I got to check on that. Stay tuned. Next track, we have a test automation workflow for mobile software that actually works from Eden Full Go from Mobot. I hope that I said the name right. And yeah, workflow automations, at times it's complicated. I'm very curious, especially for mobile, and that actually works. I think we saw them with the devices yesterday. It's a challenge always. Let's see. I'm curious what Eden is going to present. Moving on, we have Migrating Healthcare Data for All 50 States by Don Reel from Don and Bradstreet. Healthcare data, PSI, all those information details that are super delicate that we should not talk. It's interesting how they migrate all that data in a careful way. That's going to be an interesting story. Next track, Boosting Business Agility with Value Stream and Scaled Agile Strategies from Sriram. Oh my God, I'm going to do something wrong here. Rajagopalan. I hope I said it right, Sriram. So boosting business agility is like this mirage of what we are trying to achieve and get to with Agile. Let's see what Sriram is presenting on this. Next one, Navigating Icebergs with Trust in a Remote Company. Icebergs, that's interesting. I wonder if that has to do with the Titanic one that we saw at the beginning. This is presented by Kevin Borders from Minware. In a remote company, that's interesting because coming from a remote company and working with fellows, how probably those icebergs are like the silos and being separated. I'm just guessing. This title is intriguing indeed, like the icebergs. So that's it. Second set of talks, and 8 talks, again, packed day. We have the lunch, there's a break there, and we are almost done with the conference day. Last set of tracks, this one is a little bit smaller. We have only 5, only? I mean, 5, it's still quite a bit, right? So at 1:30 p.m., the impact of leadership effectiveness from Dorothy Albut from Nagaro. And yeah, leadership is this topic where we are always like, how should this be done? Is it right? Is it wrong? It's weird. We don't like it. Meh. So let's go and check how can we improve and get a better impact on leadership. Next track. Using neuroscience to boost your Scrum events from Evelyn Akin-Ross. You're doing one after the other. Okay, she's a superstar. She better get a good breakfast so that she's, yeah, you need a lot of strength for that. Neuroscience, we need to talk about that later. We hope, will you come to the couches to talk about that?
I will.
Yay, she promised. Paul is happy. Thank you, Evelyn. Okay, we are harassing too much these ladies. You get them close to you, you can talk to them, that's awesome, right? Okay, next talk. Regulated industries, is agility even possible? From John Halberstadt, I hope I got it right, from Lightspeed. And yeah, regulated industries with a lot of governmental processes, forms, can be messy. That's a big challenge. Next talk, continuous build and other DevOps anti-patterns and how to overcome them. From Tom Steen from Coveros. So all these anti-patterns in continuous and trying to implement and kind of, because sometimes you don't keep the pattern. It's like you have to do these weird contortions in agility and continuous, so, and DevOps especially. So it's interesting what you can do about those. And last talk of the day, how are we on time? We still have some time to go do a quick tour and close it up. So we have a journey in improving test pipeline stability from Brian Kitchener from Olo Inc. The pipeline stability is also another one that we would like to just leave and forget about it, but we gotta keep working on it, keeping it stable. And sometimes the pipeline is supposed to control the flow of our software, and if the software breaks, to know that is the situation. But sometimes it happens backwards. The pipeline is the one that's broken. So those were the talks for today. Next, we will have a networking break in the expo, sponsored by HCL Software. We are gonna stream that. That's our closing stream for the day. Let's see, because there are so many awesome people that probably, who knows? I always promise that we're gonna end and it keeps going. We may have some interviews, but that's supposed to be the last stream. We will show you the close of the event, how everything finishes, and how's everyone having a toast and being happy at the end of the event. At the end, there's a summit of Brainstorm and Bruce, so there's gonna be some more interesting stuff. Let's see if we can stream some of that. Can't promise much, but let's see. So that's the agenda for today. It's going to be a day packed of knowledge, awesome people presenting, experts. But as I said, it's not over today. Tomorrow, there's a little bit more of knowledge. We have some summits on Friday. That's a special extra bonus, something that you can get in the conference. So we have a summit keynote, the Agile's Hero's Journey. I love the Hero's Journey. Discovering the treasure of Agile transformation, from Sean Bradshaw from Synergy Technologies. Again, Sean is coming back to tell a hero's journey, but Agile Hero. I like the title. I'm really intrigued. We'll be around on that one, I think. I guess. Let's see. And hopefully we'll give a report. Then we have another summit, a think tank discussion, part 1, because it's 2 parts, problem definitions. Next, we have another part tomorrow, leadership solutions, and a 3rd part on presentation of the results and wrap-up, because it's like a big workshop that is happening. All this is going to be happening from 8:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. So tomorrow is a little bit more quiet, less talks, but focused on one single set of topics. And that's it. That's what we're going to be having. Let's go and start our walk. I'm going to pick some stuff here. You're fine? Yeah, I can carry this so that it's the gear of the cameraman, but we got to help with this. We're a team, right? So, oh, coffee for the cameraman. You need me? Oh, he can have it with the other hand. It's nice. So, now, we're going to do a quick stop at the Genius Agile DevOps Genius Bar, where we can schedule some more time with the remaining geniuses for the day. So, Thursday. Remember, yesterday we had Wednesday. Well, Wednesday is gone. Today we have Melissa Box, again, keynote speaker, awesome Agilist, presenter, and speaker. The truth about Agile, the truth, remember? So you can book some time today with her, come by, put your name, have some good chat with her. We have Bharat Nagpal in innovation and Agile teams. It's really important that our Agile teams keep up to date and innovating. Next one, we have Eden Fulgo. Remember, she was presenting automating unautomatable mobile devices. It's super interesting. If you have some questions on mobile device automation, you know who to come and ask. Last of the day, he already has some scheduling. Jason Jeep, he did a keynote yesterday, effective product development culture. So if you have any doubts on the culture for your organization, Jason is the man to ask. So we still have like 5 minutes. So shall we adventure into the depths of the casino? Well, almost the depths. I don't think, yeah, Paul, yeah. Too much casino time. Let's go. And because the conference and the adventures here are not only here on this floor, which is, I think, the only place that we have been walking around and doing this, showing you the area, but the area is much larger. There's so much more. We're gonna do a quick stop and drop the coffee and get ready, because this is the main area, but we have 2 floors here. As you can see here downstairs, we're gonna go into the next level, bottom level, further level. Careful with escalator. Okay, we are heading into the adventure. Whoa. As you can see, down here there are more levels for conference areas, more meeting rooms, presentation rooms, and a lot of action. I hope that if we lose any networking, I don't think we will have any issues. But if we do, we're moving among different networks, and sometimes things happen. And try to find where is the GitHub session happening. I should have brought my booklet, because now I don't know exactly where it is. Palace Ballroom 3. Let's look at the map. We always can get some help from the map. So, Palace Ballroom. It's here. Don't tell me it's where we were. Someone told us that class sessions. I think it's over there. Palace Ballroom, elevators is just behind the elevators. I should have asked before. Let's go and do some investigation if it's over here. I see a class sessions, why Kubernetes applications, tools and automations. As you can see, this is a big place, and it's easy to get lost if you are not ready, if you don't have your map and you leave it on the table like I just did. And we have some action. Breakfast, yeah. This is a bonus session. This is what I wanted to show you. We're gonna try to get a little bit quiet because we don't want to do too much interruption. So, whispering, very quiet. So, here is the session that I was telling you, enabling automation org-wide with GitHub Actions. So, let's walk in here and give you a glimpse. Come by. I'm just gonna try to whisper. As you can see, everyone is super into the talk, paying attention. They are about to be done. So I hope that you enjoyed this little glimpse into the things that you can see here. We're gonna close this stream for today here at the breakfast area because we have multiple levels of breakfast. Some more scrambled eggs, some more potatoes, some more beyond sausage, which is not real sausage, but it's still a good sausage. Good boy, good boy. Okay, let's get a little bit, Paul, in a moment, get, come here, come by. Yeah, we want to make a little bit more noise and close this session. Yeah, walk by, don't worry. So this is the opening for day 2 of Agile and DevOps West. We're trying to be a little bit quiet so that we won't interrupt the training, the bonus class session from GitHub Actions. But I'll see you later. We're gonna have some more couch talks, some more action, and we'll be around. It's gonna be a day packed of interviews, talks, and lots of fun. So that's it for me for now. Señor Performo out. And we're about to put the goodbye screen. Adios, everyone. Everybody? Thing? Okay, the thing?